Hey everyone, have you ever really stopped to wonder what's going on inside your computer when you click on something? It's not magic, and it's definitely not just one part doing all the heavy lifting. It's actually more like a high-stakes team sport played by three absolutely essential players. Today, we're going to meet that team.
We all want a fast computer, right? We look at processor speeds, gigabytes of this, terabytes of that, but what actually makes a computer feel snappy and responsive? Well, the answer isn't about having one single super fast part. The real secret to speed is all about how well the team plays together.
So, to really understand performance, we have to stop thinking about isolated parts and start thinking more like a team manager. So let's meet your computer's ultimate team, where success depends completely on collaboration.
And here they are, our three star players. We've got the thinker, the brain of the whole operation. Then there's the workbench, which is the active workspace. And finally, the library, the vast, permanent warehouse of information. Trust me, these nicknames are the key to unlocking how your computer really works.
Okay, so let's get to know our team. What are their exact roles? What are their individual strengths? And, just as important, their weaknesses. Understanding their positions is the first step to understanding the whole game.
First up is our star quarterback, the CPU, or Central Processing Unit. This is the thinker. It is blindingly fast, executing billions of instructions every single second. But, and this is a huge but, it has almost no memory of its own. It can't hold on to the data it needs to work on. It's totally reliant on its teammates to feed it information at just the right speed. And that's where our second player comes in, RAM, which we're going to call the workbench. Just imagine a small, perfectly organized desk sitting right next to the thinker. Any data the thinker needs right now gets placed on this workbench for instant access. It's incredibly fast, but it's also temporary. The moment you turn your computer off, poof, that workbench is wiped completely clean. And our third player is storage, your hard drive or your SSD. This is the library. It is a massive, permanent warehouse that holds everything you own, your operating system, your apps, your photos, all of it. Its strength is its huge capacity and the fact that it's permanent. But its weakness? It's way too slow for the speedy thinker to use directly. That'd be like trying to do complex math by running to a library across town for every single number. Now this table is great because it lays out the whole team strategy. The thinker is the fastest, but it holds nothing. The workbench is very fast, but its memory is temporary. It gets erased. And the library holds everything forever, but it's the slowest of the bunch. This fundamental trade-off between speed, size, and permanence is what makes the whole system tick.
So now that we've met the players, let's take a look at their playbook. How does this team actually move data around to accomplish a task, like, say, opening up your favorite application?
It's a really beautiful, simple four-step play. First, you launch the app. The system then retrieves all the necessary files from that slow library and copies them over to the super-fast workbench. Then, the thinker can instantly access that data right there on the workbench to execute the program. And when you're all done and you hit save, that new data moves from the temporary workbench back to the library for permanent safekeeping. And this just perfectly illustrates the whole idea. It's this constant, fluid cycle of data moving between the three players that creates that fast and responsive experience we all crave. When this flow is smooth and uninterrupted, your computer feels like it's absolutely flying. But what happens when that flow breaks down? What happens when a player drops the ball and the team fumbles? This is where we get to the heart of why our computers slow down, and it's often not for the reason we think. It's the question we all find ourselves asking, usually with a lot of frustration. Is my processor just old? Do I need a whole new computer? Well, a lot of the time, the thinker isn't the problem at all. The bottleneck? It's happening somewhere else on the team.
And this brings us to the most common issue of all, the workbench problem. On the left, with a big workbench, plenty of RAM, your thinker is always busy working. But on the right, if the workbench is too small, your thinker spends most of its precious time just waiting. Your computer is forced to constantly shuffle data back and forth with the slow library just to make space. This constant juggling is what causes the stuttering and the freezes we all hate, especially when we're trying to multitask.
But having a big workbench isn't the only thing that matters. The speed of the library itself, your storage, also has a huge impact on how responsive your system feels, especially when you're first starting a task. Just look at this chart. This shows how long it takes to get a program out of the library and onto the workbench. An old, slow library, that's a mechanical hard disk drive, takes ages.
But a modern, fast library, a solid-state drive, or SSD, is dramatically quicker. That first step in the playbook happens so much faster, and it makes the entire system feel so much more alive.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's simple, really. Balance wins games. The fastest computer isn't the one with a single superstar component. It's the one with a well-balanced team where every player can keep up with the others.
Just think about it this way. The world's fastest thinker is totally useless if its workbench is too small to hold all its tools. A massive library is just dead weight if it's too slow to deliver the data. And a lightning-fast workbench means absolutely nothing if the thinker is too slow to process what's on it. Each part is completely and totally dependent on the others.
And that brings us to our final, most crucial point. A computer's performance isn't just a number on a box. It's a dynamic system. True speed isn't found in one component, but in the seamless, elegant, and balanced collaboration between the thinker, the workbench, and the library.